I'm retired and I work part-time in an auto auction. One day a transport van came in that was going to be the Bear Belly Brewery tour bus. But the recent unpleasantness in 21 put the kibosh on that.
So the whole
After
point of
picking up
having a
the
magic
transport,
bus
they
is to go
asked where
places
we
and do
needed to
things
be
that you haven't done
to
before.
describe something.
Exploring and hiking and foraging and fishing and going to yard sales and flea markets and hanging out with friends and family and going wherever we want to. Seeing new things, new places. This is how we're going to do it. So come along with us as we venture out into the unknown. Too. Hopefully, we don't break down.
Whoa, he's a giant. Hi, Quinn here. Today I'm going hiking in Lackawanna County, PA, looking for spring edibles. So come along and join me in the woods. Heading up path, looking for taking a ramp to the ramps. This is a bike trail, horse trail rather. So you gotta watch out for people flying around the bend, one way or the other. There's some more. And here's some more. I think I'll pick a few. Hmm. Now these only flower for a short time. So, like I say, spring edible. Get some more. Hmm. Gotta get in more so I don't hear the cars so much. Not that there's a lot around here. Stone walls. Old stone walls. Nice breeze. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, look at that. What's that? A little spider in there? The flower's almost gone. The garlic mustard. If you like to taste the garlic, munch on a leaf. Still heading up. Here we have a look-alike of stinging nettle. I'm showing you this one because I'm not quite sure what it is. There's one that's edible, and there's one that causes milk sickness and is definitely dangerous.
since it is reputed to have killed Abe Lincoln's mother. However, the one infallible way of telling what you have, it doesn't have stinging hairs, which I'll show you later on in the video. You'll see the real thing. So if it doesn't have the sting, it don't mean a thing. Avoid it at all cost.
The stalk. But you see how much it looks like the other plant?
Sorry
That's why
about
I
the
saved.
exposure
I ain't got the
problems at the
sting.
beginning. The sun came out. You couldn't
And
cope.
for
But
you.
what we have here is wood
Now,
nettle.
let's see
There's
how
also
stingy it is.
a stinging nettle. They're both stinging
not really.
nettles.
Kind
They can both be
mild.
cultivated
of later on in the
at
summer.
home, but if you're going to do it,
Feel like a
this
jellyfish
one, the wood
sting.
nettle likes the shade, stinging nettle likes the
Let's see
sun.
if I could take a bite of this.
Vertica dioica. Both very nutritious, both great uses, and
Not really a sting yet at all.
good to get to
But
know.
you see the difference. See all that? That's how you know it's real nettle. And you see how closely the leaves resemble that other plant? It doesn't. No. That's the difference between life and death out in the woods sometimes. This is the mayapple plant here, which is only edible for a short time. It makes these grows these apples on there. But by the time they get good, the deer get them before I do. Bunch of drag. What are you gonna do? You can't get everything. I ain't as young as I used to be. Yeah. I used to climb up that like it was nothing. Pretty over here, huh? A lot of metal. Where's the ramps? Am I too late for the ramps? I saw someone first came in. They were on the way. Yeah. This is a nice one. That's friggin' big, right? Ooh. I got a big one like this at home. These, you can carve in them. It's going to be brown underneath. They do have some properties that are good. It's still a polypore. You notice you don't see any veins or striations. Tiny pores. Should I write my name? Nah, I know I was here. Not necessary. Now, here's two. Now, you see that flower? Let's see what's coming, a little bulb light coming out of that flower. That's gonna turn into a mayapple. It'll get bigger. When it's yellow and soft, they're very tasty, so I'm told. Ooh, there's several. There's another one over here. Another one over there. I don't know if you can see it. But the vast majority, you know, it's a whole male-female thing. There's more of one than there is of the other. Ain't that always the way? I'm just about too late for the ramps. Well, I guess I could take a few bulbs. There's a couple of green leaves. Bummer. I'll look for a bigger patch. So I got one anyways, with a little bit of the bulb. You don't want to take everything down. Just take some off, it's going to grow back. I see a little guy hanging on. With dear life in the maze. There's a cool rock formation over there. Have a nice view up there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm up on this rock wall. Down there's some water. The farm down there. Here's an old hemlock. It looks like it's had reishi. It's mycelium. Look how old those are. Got mycelium popping out, all the white. You have to remember this tree and come back in the summer. Might be rewarded. Well, all good things have to come to an end, so heading back down the trail. Back to the wild, wild world of unsportsmanlike conduct. Birds are talking back and forth from a distance.